Always stay moving, I don't wait round. Coming for the ball, it's a takedown. There ain't really nothing left to say now. And we got them on their heels, throw the fade now. Yeah, watch how I step. Cause you ain't really wanna like that. Oh, you ain't know I was running like that. I get the ball, I'ma run it right back.
300-yard passer, 100-yard rusher, 100-yard receiver. Congratulations. We welcome you to the Mike Vrabel Show with the head coach. I'm Mike Keith. Glad to have you with us after the Titans' best offensive performance in over a decade. You heard Coach mention it in our open, a 300-yard passer, a 100-yard receiver, a 100-yard rusher. What did it? Why is the offense clicking like it is right now?
Well, I think when you can start up front and you can get the protection that you need to throw the football and keep guys out of the middle of the pocket, the quarterback can step up and throw the ball. I think that you're able to run the football. That creates a lot of opportunities down the field. I think guys are making plays. You saw Jonnu and Kari Blasingame go up and catch the ball. Tight contested coverage. Everybody but Cody Hollister touched the ball in that football game. So it's a lot of people contributing to the success of the team.
All right, let's take a look at Mike Vrabel's six-pack. 6 of the biggest plays from the win on Sunday at Oakland, 42-21. Titans are down 7-0 after an early turnover and a Raiders score, and yet you answer with Derrick Henry.
Yeah, it was a great drive. I mean, we went down. We were converting on third down. It's a well-blocked play. Just one guy really touched him. He was able to run through that and break that tackle. I thought it was a well-executed play. Great preparation and a good call there.
Derrick Henry finishes the day 18 carries for 103 yards. The old flip play around the left side for the score. Moving to our next play, game is tied at 14. Titans have just sustained what would be their only offensive penalty of the game. They have 3rd and 13 at the 16-yard line of the Raiders.
Yeah, and here you don't really necessarily think you're going to pick that up. I think Ryan felt he needed to get the ball out of his hand, and then just the play strength of AJ. To run through the arm tackle and find the end zone and get vertical, not start crossing the field. He's getting vertical on the hash and runs through an arm tackle and then falls forward into the end zone.
He uses his size well.
Strong. He's very strong, and we have to continue to find him and let him help us.
Speaking of using their size, well, we move to the second half now. Game was tied at 21-all at the intermission. Raiders get the ball to start the second half. Titans defense gets off the field and concludes a drive with more Derrick Henry.
Yep, and I think you're going to see here, if we can see, there are a lot of bodies on the ground. We're blocking guys. They're tired. I felt like we wore them down on this drive and finished it off, with Derrick Henry there behind, which would be Jack and Nate, and then Derrick's able to find pay dirt.
Titans take a 28-21 lead. Defense gets it done again, gets the ball back for the offense, and then it's Ryan Tannehill with what turns out to be his 3rd touchdown pass of the game.
Yeah, let's give the defense a lot of credit. After that second half started, we were able to get 2 3-and-outs there and get the ball back here. We're moving the ball down in the red zone, sell the boot, and we're able to find Jonnu there back of the end zone, going up, attacking the football through contact, focus, attention, surviving the ground. Really a great play, and I know everybody was excited.
Jonnu Smith, 3 catches, 29 yards, and a touchdown. The tight ends accounted for 110 yards total receiving.
There you go. And I think that was a group effort. Ferk had a huge play there at the end of the first half. Prue got down the seam, and then Jonnu had a couple great plays.
All right, let's go with the coach's mandate here, and let's credit the defense at 35-21, finishing the job the Titans D.
Yep, Ty Smith coming out, breaking down there, coming down, staying on his feet, hammering the football. Even if he hadn't got it out, that's a great tackle right there on a big tight end. The ball stays in Browns. Jayon's able to scoop and score. And, there's Jeb directing traffic. Everybody's telling him which way the end zone is, and we go down there and get a convoy.
Always good to know
which way the
you
end
should
zone
go with the football. 42-21, 46-yard return by Jayon Brown. And then with the 21-point lead, I mean, you can give up a touchdown. You can let them score one late. It doesn't matter. But that defense says absolutely not. The Raiders get to the Titans 1. They don't make it in 3 plays. Here's 4th down.
Yep, there was a few runs. They tried to stick a run in there against Sub, and I would tell you Kamale Correa and Reggie Gilbert did a great job on the run. They're undersized players. They stopped the run, led to this. We got a lot of coverage there. Guys are chasing the quarterback, and it was important to get that shutout in the second half. Those are hard to come by. Whatever we did in the first half, we were able to overcome, fix, and I thought our defense really played just as well as the offense did in the second half.
Overall, complimentary football, again, another team win, your 4th in a row.
Yep, I mean, that's what it takes. I mean, we have to play harder in all 3 phases. We don't always have to play better. We have to play harder to give ourselves a chance to win, and I thought we did that. There was some great coverage units. There was some great hits on punt. We were close on a few kickoff returns.
And 10 different receivers. You referred to it earlier. I mean, Tannehill with a great job using everybody in the offense and calling some good plays on his own.
Sure. He gave us a chance. There's a little bit of leeway there when we're able to get on the football, and Ryan does a great job of communicating with Arthur and getting us in the right play.
You'll notice we left out one touchdown pass. It's pretty obvious which one. We'll show it to you with our Bridgestone clutch performance of the game when the Mike Vrabel Show continues right after this. We open this segment with the Bridgestone clutch performance of the game. 7-7 early second quarter. Titans get the ball back at their own 9, and they throw the bomb.
Yep, a little bit of play action. You see Jonnu. Jonnu's got the hard job on this. He's got to come over there. He's got to block a defensive end. He does. He stays inside out. We got to clean up the middle of the pocket. The quarterback made a fantastic throw. There's not enough being said about this throw. He's staring down the barrel of the gun right here, and you can see he stands in the pocket. He's about to get hit. Fantastic throw. AJ really goes up and just catches it in stride and is able to break through a tackle. And I think you see the play strength there.
Well, you see Tannehill, and you mentioned it. He knows he's going to get it, but he knows if he's going to make the play, he's got to step into the throw and take the lick, and that's a professional.
He is. I mean, that's they make the hard look easy. Somebody told me that a long time ago. A coach said the definition of a professional is they make the hard look easy.
21 of 27, 391, and 3 scores overall. You said it in our first segment, no sacks, a big key.
No sacks. He was able to get the ball out, and when he wasn't, he was able to progress on third down. And the only way you can do that is have a clean pocket and run the speed rushers by.
So the Titans get a victory, now 8-5 on the season with the Texans on their way in. It's a battle for first place in the AFC South. It's also going to be a code blue game. You want to wear that Titans blue when you come to Nissan Stadium? He's got it. You want to wear that on Sunday when you come for the ball game. And that leads us to another important part of our program. It's the Delta Dental Guess the Titan.
Stay hot.
Stay hot. He's hit 2 in a row.
Stay hot. That's it.
Oh. Mike Vrabel.
It's a cute kid.
He's a cute kid. Who is this current Titans player? Got to think about it? We got a break.
Yeah, I got a break to think about.
Let's take a break and let him think about it. I don't think he's going to get it, but hey, we'll take the break anyway. The Mike Vrabel Show continues. Things took quite a turn during the break. I'm sorry you missed it. He went from being not confident at all to being totally confident. Mike Vrabel. Delta Dental, guess the Titan. He thinks he's got it. He's going for 3 in a row. Mike Vrabel says...
Ty Smith. It's all in the eyes, Mike.
Nice!
It's all in the eyes.
What a game Ty Smith played.
Absolutely. Taking advantage of his opportunities, tackling, tight coverage. Had a PBU there on third down, so we're going to need more of it this week.
Proud of that guy.
Absolutely.
Making the most of that opportunity, and that's what you like to see from your football team, which is why you say in training camp we coach all 90 guys. During the season we coach all 63 guys. For at that moment, you're going to need the Ty Smiths.
At some point in time, we're going to need everybody to go out and produce. They're expected to know the game plan, to be ready to play from the first snap to the last snap. Things change quickly in this league, and injuries and everything that could happen.
I'm going to move from Ty to Tyler, and I want to talk about Tyler Vrabel.
Yep.
Congratulations to Tyler Vrabel, all ACC honorable mention.
Yep.
One of the top freshman tackles in the nation, 12-game starter at left tackle, has not yielded a sack in 314 pass blocks in 2019. There's the family there. Allowed just one quarterback hit and 8 hurries this season. 81.7 pass block grade per Pro Football Focus ranks him 4th among ACC tackles, and he totaled 6 clean sheet performances. That means 0 pressures allowed during the regular season.
They run it a lot, though. So again, I know.
But
Hey, listen, he loves it. He is. He's come a long way. I will tell you that he's come a long way. So, to all you high school kids out there that are not having a great experience as a sophomore, Tyler wasn't having the greatest experience as a sophomore, as a high school football player, and he changed positions. He went over and became a left tackle, and he learned the position. He loved it, and that's where he belonged. Just took him a little while to figure that out, and he loves BC. He loves those linemen, and hopefully he keeps improving.
And you're a proud dad.
Absolutely, yeah. I stray from coach to dad, and I got to be more dad than coach.
But when you watch him play, can you just watch the game as a dad, or are you the former NFL player who's also an NFL coach?
Well, the problem is when I'm away from my desk down the hall from here, I do a great job of being dad. But when I sit at my desk and I watch them, because I can when we get the film, I become coach and I become not a dad. So I do a great job. I have to do a better job
So what's going to happen when he's playing in the league if he plays for another team? Who will Jen root for?
Tyler. Yeah, she roots for Tyler. But it's awesome to have him. He's going to be right down here in Birmingham. Jen's excited to be able to drive down and see him in the bowl game against the best man in our wedding. Luke Fickell was the best man in our wedding. He coaches Cincinnati. And Tyler was going to go to Cincinnati until BC came along, and so I think he'll be excited to play against the Bearcats.
Well, all of us here are excited for you and Jen and your family for Tyler's success.
I appreciate that, Mike. Thank you.
Yeah, good stuff. When we come back, our gladiator of the game, Amy Wells, talks with the Titans star right after the win in Oakland. From the Black Hole, the Gladiator is next on the Mike Vrabel Show. Welcome back to the Mike Vrabel Show. Jonnu Smith with a big touchdown catch in the win over Oakland. Tough catch.
Great catch.
Mike Vrabel says he was interfered with.
DPI all the way.
DPI
Face guarding
all the way.
with contact, but Jonnu was able to fight through the contact. I mean, when good people and players that work hard have success, it's hard not to be happy for him. All he does is work and try to improve every single day. He comes in with a great attitude to learn. I think that Todd Downing has continued to help that group. And Arthur transitioned on to our coordinator. Todd has come in and worked well with those tight ends and also worked well with Arthur.
And you're using all 3 of those tight ends extensively.
Everybody has to have a role, and they do. You only get 46 guys. We only take 20 offensive players of the game. So every offensive player and defensive player, they have to have roles, and that we have to use them during the game.
He's out of Florida International. He is a very talented guy with a lot better speed than maybe what you think. Defenders find out about that all the time. Amy Wells had a chance to visit with him before we got on the plane in Oakland. Jonnu Smith, our gladiator of the game, sponsored by GEICO. Play fake. Tannehill rolling right, throwing back to the left. There's Smith open in the end zone. Did he hold it? Yes! Jonnu Smith, touchdown, Titans! Wow!
Jonnu Smith, you had a touchdown that was one of the most important ones of this game. Tell me about what you were seeing on that play.
We practiced it all week. We repped it. We knew that play was going to take a lot of patience. The line did their job. QB delivered a great ball, and, I just went up and made a play.
It seems like this Titans offense is improving week after week after week. What are you seeing differently now than maybe earlier in the season?
I feel like we're just finding our groove, getting comfortable with each other, just building chemistry. We're just taking advantage of, what our opponent gives us. So, we're just going to keep rolling, keep getting better, and that's just the mentality that we got.
How much of being able to take advantage of what the other team is doing, maybe some of their weaknesses, is attributed to knowing what you guys are able to do and having that familiarity as a group?
100%. We know that the only people that can hurt us is us. And so, we just got to, use our, our skill set to our advantage and capitalize on it.
Going forward, 3 more games left in this season, and 3 of the most important games of this season as this team is pursuing the playoffs. What do you guys need to do as a team to really get over that hump and get to the next part?
Play with the same edge that we're playing with right now. We just feel that we can't be beat, and it's not in a cocky way, but in a confident way. So, we're just going to keep, like I said, continue to get better, and, I think we'll be in a good position.
For you personally, having some of the success that the Titans have had, how does that make you play better, feel better, prepare better, all of those things?
Everyone in that locker room, we just feed off each other. And, it's fun, man. This is a fun game. And when you win it makes it funner.
If you like high school football, you will really like this one. 3 players in the 60-year history of this franchise have been ranked among the top 10 all-time among high school rushers. The number 1 rusher in prep history in the United States is Derrick Henry. Henry became the nation's all-time leading rusher at Yulee High School in Florida in 2012, finishing his high school career with over 12,000 rushing yards. He broke a nearly 60-year-old record held by the Sugarland Express, Ken Hall, who topped 11,200 yards in 4 seasons at Sugarland, Texas. Hall was a member of the first 2 Houston Oilers teams, 1960 and 61, both of whom won the AFL championship. The 3rd Titans member of this prestigious list, Troy Fleming. When Fleming finished his career at Battleground Academy, he had posted one of the best marks in national high school history with 9,442 yards. The Franklin native was a member of the Titans roster in 2004 and 2005. Time for Mike Vrabel's Keys to Success, the Titans' first meeting of the year with the Houston Texans. You got to do what you're going to do, and that's run the dang ball.
Yep, that's it. I mean, that's been the formula. That's been what's gotten us in this position. We got to run the football, and there's a lot of ways to do it. We can use the quarterback. Derek, Deion gave us some carries, Kari, but we have to get these guys covered up front. This is a good front, but people have run the football on them, and we have to do that on Sunday.
The flip side of that is the Houston Texans continue to run the football very well.
They do. Bill O'Brien wants to commit to the run. They got great skill players, but they run the football. Carlos Hyde, Duke Johnson, the quarterback's a factor running the football. And they're going to go fast. They're going to get you on the ball. And they have a scheme that they want to run, and they don't try to hide what it is. They run it over and over and over. They're not afraid to repeat plays, and they break some. I mean, they -2, 1, 2, and then all of a sudden it's 15 or 16. So be a great challenge for us.
And then that sets up play action for Deshaun Watson.
To move the ball downfield to Fuller and Hopkins.
Yeah. All right, the final Mike Vrabel key to success, I'm interested in this one especially. Be great in our details. What are those details, Coach?
Well, it's what allows us to operate and function. The margin is so thin in this league. They're averaging 24.5 points a game. We're averaging 24.4. These are, at this point in the season, these are 2 evenly matched teams. And so when a player has details in the little things, penalties, our effort and our finish, how well we communicate, those all lead to execution, which could lead to the 5 or 6 plays that determine the outcome of some close football games. So just like in the first half, it was tightly contested. I think you saw us make those 5 or 6 plays in the second half, which pulled us away, and we're going to need that earlier than what we got it on Sunday.
Like a boxing match, going to be some punches. You're going to have to take a couple, but then you're going to have to give them back.
That's what this league's about. You have to be able to take a punch, but at the end of the day, you have to be able to have given more than you're taken. And so I think we have that type of football team. I think we've taken punches before, but then obviously we've been able to come back and have some grit and to be able to pull away and continue to outscore teams in the fourth quarter. That's conditioning. It's execution. We're playing well in the fourth quarter.
Final 20 seconds. What do you need out of the crowd?
You know what? We just need the support all day. I know our guys are going to play hard. They're going to play with great effort. They're going to play together as a team. They're not always going to play great, but they're going to play hard, and we need their support.
Sunday at noon, we will see you there. For Mike Vrabel, Mike Keith says thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.